What's up everyone, Delvon Digital here, and I've been using the Pixel 10 Pro for about 4 months. Welcome back. If you made it this far in the video, please hit that like, share, subscribe button, and let's get started. Now, the first thing I want to talk about is, yes, I'm still using the Pixel 10 Pro XL as my main device. Well, as you already know, this is a Pixel channel, and more than likely, my main device will always be my Pixel. Hence why I wear two watches, right? And my iPhone is currently my second line, which is my second phone. And this is my personal phone for everyday usage, for everything else. And this is for pretty much business. So using my Pixel as my main device for 4 months now has been a pleasure. Just like any other Pixel that you see that I cover on this channel. I love the camera, I love the software, love the updates, love the feature drops. Just everything in general about this Pixel has been a great experience. And that experience has not changed since the Pixel 6. If I'm totally honest with you, Pixels seem to get better with each update as well as each iteration of this device. It just gets better with new hardware features that we probably should have had a long time ago. But with that being said, so far the battery life on this Pixel still has been solid, gives me all day battery. I don't really have many phones that really give me 2 solid days. My iPhone comes very close to that. Right now, my Pixel phone pretty much gives me 1.5, not a 2 solid full days in my usage. Battery hasn't degraded. I know sometimes some people have bad experiences with updates and the battery life kind of goes down, or some people have updates where it gets better. To be honest with you, I pretty much haven't been monitoring the battery life at all. I just know sometimes when I forget to charge it overnight and I just go into the next day, it's still up and running and stuff like that. Plus, sometimes I just throw it on my Android Auto sometimes while I'm commuting and going around or whatever. But other than that, battery life has been solid. And one of the best experiences about this is the software, which I really love a lot. It's you know, software that just kind of stays out of the way every day, and it does everything that I need, fast, fluent, and just smooth. Like I say in a lot of my previous other videos, I just love picking up this phone and just swiping it for no daggone reason. It just feels that good in the hand when you're feeling this solid, the design of it, everything like that. I've done something different this year that I normally don't do, as you can see by all the fingerprints on my display. I'm trying to get that to show. Yeah, so I got a lot of fingerprints on this display. I do not have a screen protector up here. I normally always put a screen protector on my devices. I even put it off my iPhone as well. I tend to have very bad luck with screen protectors. Every time I put these things on, like maybe the same day that I put it on, I got a crack in it somewhere, or I mess it up or something. And I always try to remember to put my phones in my pocket without any keys or anything else, but somehow I always get a chip or crack around a screen protector somewhere, and it just annoys me to death, and I just took it off. You know, I always got to come back in the house. You know, I always buy, like, with me, because I'm so terrible with screen protectors, I buy like 2 packs of a 3-pack, right? And literally the same day I put a fresh one up there. If I decide to go right now and grab one, put it up here, I promise you I'll probably break it by tomorrow. So I've been going without a screen protector up here at all whatsoever, and I just get smudges all over the device. I hate it, but I keep cleaning it consistently over and over, but I don't have to worry about any little cracks or anything like that happening for whatever weird reason. So the screen doesn't have any scratches on it. It held up pretty well, no problems. So I think I'm gonna try this moving forward. I hear a lot of people say screen protectors are pointless, but I always think about, like, well, you guys seen what happened to my iPhone. It fell, screen protector did not protect it. So I figure, like, these are pointless probably, unless you just want like a matte screen. And that's what I normally buy, matte screen protectors, just so I can get rid of the smudges and the reflections. But it just seems like it's more of a nuisance because I just keep cracking them anyways. Now, when it comes to the camera experience of this phone, you know me, I love Pixels. I love their cameras. Camera's good. I'm not going to go into details about that because, I mean, you guys already know about that experience. Video quality is definitely good enough for, you know, me shooting my family, my daughter, food, and, you know, whatever else. So no complaints really there. I'm not using it as a content creation phone. So if I was, then I'll complain about the video quality, but it's just good enough for just your everyday life stuff. And that's fine for me because I'm not using my phone to create my content in the first place. Using my Canon R6 Mark II and my DJI Pocket and Action 4 camera and my DJI Flip drone. So those are my content creating tools that I use, and not more so a phone. Now, it doesn't feel like this phone gotten any slower over time at all. In fact, it feels exactly the same from out of the box. I think that it has a lot more features than it has, a lot of great features, that great additions that we have since the feature drops in the phone. And one of the other cool things is that, one, I can actually airdrop to my iPhone and my Mac and my MacBook and my iPad and all that cool stuff, and anybody who actually has an iPhone. And you know what's so funny is that, you know, the few friends or few people that I do know, because I don't know too many people with an iPhone, even though there's, you know, everyone has an iPhone. I don't really, my circle's not big on iPhone users, right? But with that being said, the few people that I did airdrop, they didn't even notice that I sent them a photo from my Pixel. It was so funny before they processed it. You know, I was like, oh, you got your airdrop one? It was like, yeah. And I was like, okay. And I sent the photo to them. And, you know, I made sure I clearly had my Android phone dead in front of their face when I was doing it. But to them, they were just like, oh, why'd you send me a picture of this? You know, I just sent them a random picture of just anything. And they didn't really pay attention and know that I use my my Pixel phone to airdrop them. So, I mean, that's just a good little social experiment to show you that they really don't fully care as long as they get the results that they care about, and, you know, whatever, because they didn't even glance one time to see if I was sending it from. But when I told them, they were shocked. They was like, whoa, what, wait, how, what? You know, they started asking all these questions and stuff like that. I was like, yeah, it's just only for Pixel phones now. That's all I can say. I wish I could say for all Android phones right now, but I said for Pixel phones, and I said only the Pixel 10 series on top of that. So hopefully it become more widespread sooner or later down the line. But I thought it was a cool experiment that I'd be doing with my few people that I do know that has an iPhone. Airdropping them from this phone is just so funny, and just catching their reaction to it is crazy. Other than that, I have no problems with like the screen brightness, the speakers, or anything of such with the phone. It's been great, been solid. And of course, all the new AI features and updates have been really great. What I like to do is when I use these phones and I get like software updates and new AI features, I use them a little bit, but I just try to see if they fit into my life. If they don't, I kind of don't ever use them, because, you know, even though this phone is packed with AI features, I don't use all of them. There's some of them that I use for sure, guarantee almost every day, and then those are ones that work in the background, and there's the ones I just don't care. I mean, I have them on, but they just don't work for me in my life. Like Magic Queue, I don't do a lot of traveling. I don't do a lot of you know, looking up stuff for tickets and purchasing stuff and going places and all this stuff like that on my phone, like talking about it. So a lot of that, and I don't have conversations with people like, hey man, I bought my ticket for the concert, such, you know, say I don't have those type of conversations for, you know, Magic Queue will kick in and pull stuff up or whatever. So it just, you know, that's one of those features that's great, but it just doesn't kind of fit into my life. I just don't have that type of lifestyle. I'm pretty much a working man, a family man, and photographer, going out here doing clients, and that's about the brim of everything that I do on a daily besides gaming, you know, with my boys and stuff like that. So of course we got our group chats on Telegram that we talk trash, and, you know, and Discord and everything else. But other than that, you know, just regular day life Joe using this phone. I think that's why I love Pixel so much, because I'm just an average Joe when it comes to these phones. I'm not some power user anymore like I used to be. I'm just a regular guy, but, you know, I just a little bit more knowledgeable than most people and stuff like that when it comes to these phones. But yeah, definitely love this phone and the AI feature. Other than that, I want to say that this phone has been solid for the 4 months that I've been using it. Still no dramatic, you know, bugs or anything like that. No super changes besides, you know, a couple of new AI features that just kind of like work really well and stuff like that, especially like the airdrop thing that's going on right now. So hopefully they roll that out to more Pixel phones, and then after the Pixels, more Android phones, and then pretty much we're just, the whole airdrop transferring photos and stuff conversation will probably be dead after that point. Just like almost the RCS thing going to iMessage. It's not quite dead yet because the bubbles are still green. I still think that a lot of iPhone people care to be segregated. They want to be segregated, and they hate that we have RCS. When it comes to the global world, there's more Android users than you know, iPhone users, so therefore they are the minority while we are the majority. So they like their little exclusive bubble being locked away and kept away, and hate that there's any type of interaction and connection that we have seamless between Android and iOS, which I find kind of crazy that people are like that. But you know, it is what it is. To me, communication is communication, and I think that this makes a great communication device overall. And I love that, you know, it connects well with the iPhone in certain aspects right now, and hopefully that crosses over to other Android phones, because, you know, for me, I mean, I use both of these, so sending photos to each other and sending it to my Mac and stuff is just, it's a game changer, and I love it. So anyways, that is my experience with the Pixel 10 Pro XL for 4 months. You know, come back 3 more months and we'll talk about this again, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.